Go.
Hey, I'm Sam Lucidi. I'm a tournament official in the Northeast, and I'm going to be demonstrating some changes that happened with the big FAQ that GW just released, specifically around units that fly, and then some related changes with charging. So units that fly, up until this FAQ, the way that it worked was you measure, like all movement, and all ranges, you measure from the base to base where you're going to go. Now, units that fly ignore terrain that's intervening, but you would still measure diagonally base to base. What's changed is that the FAQ says specifically while charging, but this applies to all movement for fly models, is although the ranges are still measured base to base, the distance is only treated horizontally. So for an example here, we have this building, and that building is just about 9 inches tall, but not quite. Now we have a Scourge down here. Now, previous to the FAQ, the way this move would have worked is we'd have measured and go, and this is about 9 inches from there to there, and that's his move. Now, as of the FAQ, this is a 3-inch move, we'll say, from this point over to where the building is. And then that vertical distance is not counted. Now, where this gets really screwy is, for instance, let's say Deep Strike. Because the distances for purposes other than movement are still measured diagonally. When a unit that flies, Deep Strikes in, they still need to be 9 inches off the enemy unit. So this building is just about 9 inches tall. So we're going to measure and make sure we're 9 inches away when we Deep Strike. So we're going to be back here just a little bit. And, you know, base to base, we're about 9 inches off, which is where we got to be. Now, I've satisfied the rules of Deep Strike. Now, in the past, before the FAQ, that would have been a 9-inch charge, but now it's only a 5-inch charge to get to those Orc boys. Related to this, another change that has to do with charging into tall ruins is that if you can't fit, you can't sit. So right here, we're going to charge. There's enough room. My Scourge can go up here on top of the ruin and attack. No problem. Before, people would say, you know, if this space was, there was nowhere for the Scourge to land, people would say, you know, wobbly model, this, that, or the other thing. Well, wobbly model, they've further clarified, is just for the purpose, you know, just if the model would fall over, you know, would tilt because of its, you know, being unbalanced. And if you can't fit when you go to charge, you can't fight. So here, there's nowhere for the Scourge to go. There's nowhere for it to sit. So the charge will fail and nobody will be in combat.
All right. Thanks for clearing that up. Thanks for clearing that up, Sam.
Absolutely.